Welcome back, everyone. Ready to dive into today's AI news?
Always. Feels like every day there's a new breakthrough. It's incredible.
It really is. And we're here to make sense of it all. We've got core AI innovations, industry-specific stuff, even some ethical discussions brewing.
Oh yeah, things are moving fast, that's for sure.
Let's kick things off with Google. They've just updated their AI model focused on NLP,
NLP.
natural language processing. It's basically how AI understands and uses human language.
Mhm.
And the kicker is, they did it with fewer resources this time around.
So more efficient. That's a big deal.
Huge. More efficient AI means it's accessible to more people, smaller companies, research teams, even individuals.
So we could see AI innovation just explode globally.
Precisely. Now,
Right.
switching gears to Salesforce, they've launched something called Einstein Copilot.
Einstein Copilot, like a helpful AI assistant.
Exactly. Imagine having this super efficient assistant helping you with communication, tasks, your whole schedule, all in real time.
Sounds like a productivity dream. More time for the big picture stuff.
Right. And speaking of big picture, MidJourney just dropped version 6 of their image generation tool. The results are unbelievably realistic.
I've seen it. It's getting hard to tell what's AI generated and what's a real photo. Makes you think about what it means to be an artist these days.
Absolutely. And that debate is only getting started. Let's shift to some industry news, starting with healthcare. DeepMind, the folks behind AlphaFold.
The protein folding AI?
That's the one. They're applying that expertise to drug discovery now.
Wow. AlphaFold already changed how we understand biology. Imagine what it could do for developing treatments. Cures for diseases that have stumped us for decades.
Exactly. We could be talking about breakthroughs for Alzheimer's, certain cancers.
Yeah.
The potential is enormous. Now, over to finance. Mastercard has a new AI system to fight fraud.
How effective is it?
They're claiming a 95% accuracy rate. Think about the impact on identity theft, making online transactions safer.
It could be huge for building trust in the digital economy. For sure.
Now for something completely different, transportation. Waymo, the autonomous vehicle company.
Self-driving cars, right?
Yep. They're expanding in Phoenix and have plans to integrate into even more urban environments.
So self-driving cars are becoming less sci-fi and more reality.
It seems that way. Think about the impact on cities. Less traffic, repurposed parking lots, increased accessibility. But of course there are concerns too. Jobs, ethics.
Definitely. Like how these vehicles make decisions in tricky situations. That's a big one.
And that leads us right into AI ethics and policy. Governments are starting to grapple with these issues.
As they should. It's about time.
Here in the U.S., the Senate is holding hearings on AI bias, making sure these systems are fair and transparent.
That's essential. AI can pick up biases from the data it learns from, and that can lead to some really unfair outcomes.
Absolutely. And it's not just lawmakers raising concerns. Artists are worried about how their work is being used to train AI.
Right, I've heard about those lawsuits, using copyrighted stuff without permission to create new content.
It's a thorny issue. It raises questions about authorship and intellectual property in this AI age.
Yeah, some artists feel like their work is being used to replace them, not inspire them.
It's a complex debate.
Hmm.
And it's forcing us to rethink creativity and ownership in this new landscape.
It's a conversation that's going to keep evolving, that's for sure.
Before we wrap up, a couple of quick hits. Some good news on the climate front. A startup using AI for carbon capture just got a $75 million investment.
Nice. AI can play a huge role in tackling climate change. We're seeing more and more of that, thankfully.
It's definitely encouraging. And finally, a study from Stanford is making waves. It's about the effectiveness of AI tutoring.
AI tutors. Interesting.
And the results are promising, especially for under-resourced schools. It could help close the education gap.
AI could personalize education in ways we haven't even imagined yet. It's pretty exciting.
From curing diseases to creating art, from fighting climate change to personalized education, AI is everywhere, and it's having a huge impact.
No longer just a futuristic concept. It's woven into the fabric of our lives.
And that brings up some big questions. What are the ethical implications? How do we ensure AI benefits everyone?
We need to be thoughtful and responsible as we move forward. This isn't just about technological progress. It's about shaping the future of humanity.
Absolutely. It's a conversation we need to keep having. This deep dive has been illuminating, to say the least.
Totally agree. AI is full of potential, but it also comes with some serious questions we need to address.
It's like we're writing the next chapter of human history, and AI has a starring role. How that story unfolds is up to us.
A powerful thought. And a good reminder that we all have a part to play in shaping the future of AI. It's about making sure AI is used to make things better for everyone, not just a select few.
Right. And that brings us to some legal battles that are brewing. Artists are taking on AI platforms over how their work is being used.
Oh, yeah. Artists are concerned about their copyright being used without their permission to train AI.
Exactly. And it's not just a small group of artists either. It's a wave of lawsuits popping up.
Makes sense. AI is learning from massive data sets, and that data often includes art that's protected by copyright.
The big question is it okay to use copyrighted material to train AI without the artist's consent?
Some people say it's like how humans learn. We see, we hear, we absorb information, and then use that to create something new.
But others say it's not the same. It's more like taking an artist's work and feeding it into a machine to create something new that could potentially devalue the original work.
It's tricky stuff, for sure, and it really makes us rethink what creativity and ownership mean in this new world.
Absolutely. It's a debate that's going to continue to rage on. Let's move on to some lighter news. A startup that's using AI to capture carbon just got a massive infusion of cash.
How much are we talking?
$75 million. That's a serious investment.
Wow. That shows there's real confidence in AI's ability to help us fight climate change.
Yeah, and it's not just carbon capture. We're seeing AI used to optimize renewable energy grids and even combat deforestation.
It's great to see AI being used for good. It gives me hope for the future.
Me too. And speaking of the future, let's talk about education. A study out of Stanford is making headlines. It found that AI tutoring can be incredibly effective.
Really? I'm curious to know more about that.
The study found that students who used AI tutors saw significant improvements in their learning, especially in schools that are under-resourced.
So AI could help level the playing field in education. That's pretty amazing.
And the possibilities are endless. Imagine a future where every student has access to a personalized AI tutor that can adapt to their learning style and pace.
It could revolutionize the way we learn. It's exciting.
We've covered a lot of ground today. From AI bias to the future of education, it's clear that AI is having a profound impact on every aspect of our lives.
It's not just about cool tech anymore. It's about the future of humanity.
And that's what makes this deep dive so fascinating. It's not just about the technology itself. It's about what that technology means for us as individuals and as a society.
And it's a responsibility we all share.
Absolutely. So as we wrap up this deep dive into AI news, what are your biggest takeaways? What stands out to you?
Well, for me, it's the sheer variety. I mean, we covered everything from AI that can help capture carbon to AI that can tutor students.
It really shows how AI is impacting every aspect of our lives.
Exactly. AI isn't just some far-off concept anymore. It's here, and it's changing the world as we know it.
And it's raising some really important questions.
Oh, for sure. Like, how do we make sure AI is used ethically? How do we ensure it benefits all of humanity?
Those are questions we all need to be thinking about.
Absolutely. It's not just up to the experts or the policymakers. We all have a role to play in shaping the future of AI.
So, to our listeners, what are your thoughts? What excites you about AI? What concerns you?
We'd love to hear from you.
Because this conversation is far from over. It's just beginning.
That's right. The future of AI is still being written, and we all have a hand in shaping what that future looks like.
So thanks for joining us on this deep dive into the world of AI.
We'll see you next time with more news and insights. Until then, keep exploring, keep questioning, and keep learning.
And remember, the future of AI is in our hands.